Hello, welcome back to Greenhill Junction. This video is all about the latest additions that I've got over the past few months, the three of which you can see in front of you. So I have managed to get myself a Hornby Duchess class in the BR Maroon livery, City Carlisle. I've got the A4 Falcon in the BR Green, and then I've got a Bachmann class 260 in British Railways black. So gotta take a look at all these individually, and then have a wee running session so you can see them going around the track. So first one we'll look at is the class. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so this is my new Bachmann class 260. I've been wanting one of these for a while. My dad's got one on display at his house, and I really like the design of it. I think it's a really interesting, really intricate model. So I was down my local model shop picking up some stuff, and as usual he's like, "Oh, I've got a few new things in," and brings this out. And it was DCC fitted, and he sold me it for £85. So I actually thought that was a really good deal. So got it, put it on the track, and it's running like an absolute dream. It's actually got quite a bit of detail on it as well. So if we look at the engine first of all, you can see there's a lot of detail on the boiler and the gearing and the wheels. Like I say, it's really interesting. This is what draws me to steam engines, is actually seeing the engineering. Modern stuff, sorry to say it, is a bit boring. To me it's basically a box on wheels. But each to their own. I'm sure there's plenty of you that don't like steam engines, but I'm just explaining why I like steam engines. It's got a really nice livery on it as well. Really good detail on the rivets on the tender there, and it comes with a couple of crewmen as well that are stuck in. To be honest, I wasn't too sure about them, but I suppose it adds something to it. Can't really see in the cab there, but yeah, it's a cracking model, and it looks really good with my rake of wagons behind it. Which is usually pulled by the Black 5, but I think I'll switch the Black 5 to some carriages now that I've got this class. Let's take you around the front of it. Again, it's quite nicely detailed. I mean, for £85, you really can't complain. I don't think the buffers are sprung. Oh, they actually are. Oh, there you go. So sprung buffers and all sorts. So I would say that's well worth the money I paid for it. You can see really nice detail along the handrail once I get it focus. There you go, the top of the boiler. Yeah, so very chuffed with that one. So yeah, that's the class. So let's have a look at the City of Carlisle now. Okay, so this is my new City of Carlisle. It's a Hornby Duchess class. I've already got one of these. I've got City in Bristol in the blue livery, but I've always wanted this BR Maroon livery. I did have a Princess class in it on the old layout, but because of the tight turns, it didn't go round basically, so I sold it again. So I actually got this one off eBay, and again I got it for an absolute steal. It was DCC ready, and I got it for £88 delivered. And it did have a couple of issues that wasn't described in the advert. The front bogie basically only had 3 wheels, and one of those 3 wheels was basically falling off, and the little side stairs at the front there, there was one of them missing. So I contacted the seller and basically, told them I wasn't happy, and I'd looked at Peter's spares and managed to get the spares priced up for, I think it was just over £13. So the seller refunded that money to me, which was awful nice of them. So to get this loco, it's a super detail loco as well, I believe, for £88, and then another 20 quid for a decoder, I think is an absolutely brilliant deal. So as you can see, I love the colour contrast with these, the red or the maroon, the yellow and the black. It's just, I just think it looks awesome. And as you can see, it's in mint condition. Apart from looks like I managed to put a finger mark on there. Whoops. Never mind. Now there isn't actually a lot of detail in the cab, which makes me think it's maybe not a super detailed one, or maybe it is just because of the work on the outside of it. But I really like those little steps as well. So we now have a step on either side, which is good. And again, it's spring buffers, which is also good. But it goes really well with these carriages. I've had these carriages for ages. We used to get pulled around by my Princess Elizabeth, and when I got this loco, I thought I'll just I'll bring them out and see if they match. And it's not quite a perfect match, but it goes really well. And this actually runs like a dream. It's really smooth. It's really quiet actually, and yeah, really like it. So that's purchase 2 of 3, and now we will move on to the Falcon. Right, the final addition on the layout is this A4 Falcon in British Railways green. Now the special thing about this is it's actually the limited edition Heart of Midlothian pack that I managed to get. Another one that I've been trying to find for ages at a decent price. And yet again, another trip to the local model shop, and I'm looking about chatting to the guy, and I saw this in its presentation box. And to be honest, I just kind of looked at it and thought, oh, it's another green A4. I've got one of them, so I wasn't going to bother. And then when I looked closely and realised it was the Heart of Midlothian, and I was like, oh, I want that. That's limited edition. And he actually sold me it for £140. Which is a lot of money, but when you look online for them, they're rare, and any of them that are online are a lot more than £140. So just to prove it is a limited edition, I've got the certificate here. So there you go, you can see it is number 498 of 1500. And the detail on this, particularly the carriages, is spectacular actually. It's the best carriages I've got. But we'll start with the loco. So like I say, from a distance, looks like an ordinary green A4, nothing particularly special. But then when you start looking closer, you've got the nice detail around the cab windows. Yeah, granted, along the side of the loco is pretty normal, I have to say. But there's little details like that. There's extra detail in the cab. Let me just split this up so you can see that. So there you go. Quite a detailed cab. And these doors I think move as well. Oh, I thought one of them moved. Nope, sorry, they don't. But you know, the cab doors as well, you don't often get that. And then you've got a little bit of detail and valve work on the front of the tender as well. Let me just put that back on the track, try not to short out the points. So also little things like, you might not be able to see it, where's my tweezers. So on the front, there is a Heart and Midlothian badge to go on the top there. I've not fitted it yet, but even this wee bit, the little, it's a coupling chain or something like that. You know, I've not seen that. Sprung buffers as well. But like I say, it's the carriages that are the great thing in this model. Now, it doesn't look like much from back here again. You can see the Heart and Midlothian nameplate, but you start going in closer and the detail is just superb. I can get a focus. Come on. 6. Right, okay, let's zoom back out. It's not wanting to work. See if we'll do it this way. There we go. You can just about see that. So the windows have got individual stickers on them all the way along. You know, little bits of detail like that. And and along the bottom, emergency lighting points, things like that on all the carriages. And the carriages actually weigh quite a bit, which I was really surprised at when I put them on the layout. It was actually, I put them on and I was thinking, is this loco going to pull it? But again, it's absolutely mint condition. And I had to fit a decoder to it, but that's only another £20 that you can see. Sorry, focus is just not wanting to work. You know, little details like that, you don't get that in most things. The guard van has guard written on it. I'm just really pleased with this. And again, because it's a limited edition, I like getting ones like that because it just makes things a bit more special. And again, it's a great runner, and it looks fantastic going around the layout. So that's my 3 purchases. So what I'll do now is I will just do a running session with these 3 and just show you them going around the track. So hope you enjoy that. Thanks. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video and the run session with a few of them going round. Leave any comments you have. Please subscribe to the channel for any more updates regarding the layout. And yeah, thanks very much for watching, and speak to you all soon. Cheers, bye.